What's up, everybody? Welcome to Idiots Rolling Dice. This is the Epic Night 2. We're back with our new campaign. I got most of the crew here with us. Cue the intro that hopefully I'll have made by then. Alright, everybody, my name is Ben with the Idiot. I am the Dungeon Master of here on Idiots Rolling Dice. This is the Epic. I'm joined, as usually, by some wonderful people, starting first with Miss Daisy Cakes.
Hi, everybody. I'm Daisy. I am going to be playing Talia in this campaign, and she is a wanderer, not by choice, but making the best of it, and can be badass in some interesting ways, stuff that you may not expect. So I'm excited. Hopefully I don't die.
Hopefully. Next up, Mr. Jimmy.
Yo, what's going on? Jimmy here, playing Jade Dragonborn, covert rogue ranger from the war. So just and so far enjoying this new campaign, so let's keep it going.
And this time, last but certainly not least, Mr. Play the Fool.
Hello, I'm Play the Fool. I'm playing Demetrius Longwing, Dragonborn self-taught wizard. His family kind of shunned him when he decided to become a wizard, but he's going to try to get back in their good graces. So, because he's self-taught, don't be surprised if magic is used in a quite weird way.
And unfortunately, Vex had something come up and will not be able to join us tonight. So that's why we are a little delayed on the start. But I will be taking care of using him during combat if the event we land there. So the party will not be at a disadvantage. Okay. Previously on the Epic, we met our lovable gang of characters. Jade Dragonborn and Jax Karn, two soldiers returning from the war, landed in their home village of Holly, as well as Talia and Demetrius Longwing, and they were exploring some mysteries in the woods outside the village. After an attack on the village, Jade and Jax went to explore the woods where they confronted Talia and Demetrius, thinking they were the culprits. The group decided that Talia and Demetrius were innocent, and it would serve all their best interest to find the true source of the attack. As they tracked the attackers through the woods, they were ambushed by 3 ghostly shadows, and despite the shadows being very spooky, the crew stood strong and swiftly bested the ghastly figures, each of which dropped a small charm as their forms were destroyed. Demetrius identified the charms as marks of binding, meaning that the shadows were being controlled by some master. The group then set out for a mysterious temple, which had previously been a site for where dark magic had been used. However, upon seeing the temple, which was surrounded by a toxic, rotting wood, Jade and Jax noticed that hanging from the temple was a flag of the Eclipse, the mysterious guerrilla force that had just waged a war against the entirety of Greece. And that's where we begin today. So all of you are in this, toxic wood. I've described this as a temple, and I will actually kind of give you guys a layout of it here as well. But it is more of a fortress thing. So in the middle, like a clearing in this toxic wood, the ground is like a sickening brown and green. You see this classic Grecian temple columns, the big vaulted roof, the works, surrounded by this wooden fence with the spiky posts, and you can see some guard turrets. You guys are kind of right now probably 200-300 feet away from the exterior of the fence, kind of behind some bushes as the woods grow more and more sparse near the temple, whereas farther away they start to populate more. So you guys are kind of hiding in the area just beyond where you'd be exposed. You can also see small smoke plumes coming from inside the fence. And yeah, you guys are looking at this fenced-in temple fortress thing. What you guys thinking doing?
I mean, I'm not nearly as concerned about it because we did do really well against those guys over there, right?
Can I roll a perception check on the interior of the fence?
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll a check.
When was I? Oh, it was my insight. Okay.
Did you want to roll an insight check on something, Talia?
No, I was looking at which one I had just gotten the bonus on from previous in my Depth Explorer.
What was your perception, Jim?
4.
4. You're a couple hundred feet away. You really can't see the inside of this thing at all. You can see a couple guards on like turrets. There's like a gate. You can kind of see some movement up there. But as far as what's inside, you can't really tell for sure. As you guys are kind of looking in towards the temple, you see and hear some commotion as 5 riders in purple cloaks on horses ride out of the encampment.
At us?
So there's like a path leading on, like away from the temple thing. You guys are off the path a little bit in some bushes and stuff, like sneaking up on this. But they are riding in your guys' direction. Go ahead and make any perception checks or anything you want on these riders, or if you just want to let them pass.
Let's go let him pass for right now.
I'm gonna roll a perception check on him and see if I can tell about him. I got a 12.
Demetrius, you can see that 4 of them carry spears and shields with their horses, and there's one kind of in the center of the 5 who has like a fancier robe, who doesn't have any weaponry that you can see.
So they're protecting him.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of nodding towards that guy. But who is he?
Wait, sure.
As you guys are here hiding out in the bushes, though, go ahead and make a stealth check for me.
Oh boy. Yes! 21.
And
Oh god.
Okay. So as the horses start to pass you, it's like 50, 60 feet from where you guys are. This path is, but the rider at the front pulls his horse up and motions for the one in the back to head your way. The whole convoy stops, and the rearmost rider in his cloak, hooded, so you guys can't make out any details about his face or figure other than that it's a strong-looking individual, and grabs the shield and spear off their horse and starts walking your guys' way. He walks 20 feet, 30 feet. He's about 20 feet from you guys now as you guys are hiding in these bushes. You guys doing anything? You're just going to try and keep hiding.
Like if we can stay hidden.
Let's stay hidden.
Yeah, stay hidden.
Okay. From the one in the fanciest cloak calls out, says, he doesn't say it doesn't say a name, but he says, "Get back, we must make haste." And then somebody else mentioned something. You guys can go ahead and roll another investigation or perception check if you would like to try and make out what they say.
Yeah. 18 for a perception check. Blah, blah.
17 for investigation.
So
9 for perception.
Jade and Talia, you hear the rider at the front say, "We have a 3 days ride to Athens. Let's go." And they all get back on their horses and ride off. They do. The guy in the central figure, or the central like cloaked fancy guy, motions to the camp though, and like waves his hand around, kind of signaling that something is up with the area. And from here, you can't really tell if the camp acknowledges much, but your presence is not unknown.
Cool.
Can't be a good thing.
No. But if we... Well, we'll just have to go around a different way. Is there... I wonder if there's... Is there guards? Are these blobs the turrets? Is
Yeah.
there 4 all around?
Yeah,
Okay.
so there's like 2 at the front gate, and it looks like 2 in the rear
In
corners.
the corners. Okay, so it's not really like we can make our way around. I mean, even going through the brush, we're going to have to climb up somewhere, and someone's going to see us at some point. Like
Yeah,
that.
and the brush significantly thins out the closer you get to the
Yeah. Okay.
encampment.
Okay. So, it's not really a way for us to hide, but what, I mean, do we know, can we see anything else if we get, is there any more bushes, like, even before it starts to drift out, so that we could get a little closer and maybe try and see more stuff from the outside of the wall?
I mean, there's some trees you could try climbing. And with like a good enough stealth check, one of you could probably sneak up. It's not like there's no shrubbery or any cover, because there's like rubble and rocks. This isn't like a little valley. So there is like debris here, but it just gets more and more sparse the closer you get to the thing. So it's not like it's sneaking up is impossible. It just becomes
More
you
difficult.
against whoever's watching.
Yeah. Alright, well, maybe I can get a look from the tree if I can climb up it.
Mm-hmm.
Athletics check?
Yeah.
Alright. 17 plus
Yeah, you
3.
so you
dirty
climb up you scale kind of like this, it's like a pine tree almost, and get up to like 20 feet in the air, still a couple hundred feet away, but you now have a better vantage point into the fortress. The fences are not like abnormally high, they're like 5 to 6 feet high, and the turrets are probably like 10 feet, but you can tell, so you are a good 10 feet and looking down into like kind of this valley area where this temple is. So just off the bat, you can see that there is a group of fighters of some kind here. A couple fires, you can see some tents, and anything else would require another perception check.
Alright, well, I will roll another perception check.
And you can make this one with advantage.
Oh, well, I got an 18 for the first one. 15 for the second one. So it's 18 plus 3, so 21.
Yeah. So you can see, like I said, you can't tell how many people are split between inside and outside of the temple. You guys are kind of on, if we're looking at it from top down, you guys are on the left side of the temple, kind of like off the front left corner. And you can see that there's a lot of commotion and what look to be cages here on the left wall, the leftmost wall of the building, of the fenced-in area.
Well, it seems like I'll poke my head back down. The walls aren't unclimbable. We would just have to be quiet. There's a good amount of people here. I can't tell exactly how many, inside and out. And I mean, I can't even see who they are. I don't know what's going on other than just kind of shapes and figures. But I think if we get a little closer without being seen, a couple of us could probably try and see if we can find a place that we can climb.
Right. So Demetrius decides he's going to throw the hood of his cloak of elven kind up and try to sneak closer to the compound here.
Okay.
And that cloak gives him advantage on stealth checks.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and you throw your cloak up and you begin to mark or move towards the compound.
And I got a 20.
All right, dirty
nice.
20. So you
Hey.
throw this hood up, and your cloak kind of, it's like this kind of dark black cloak normally. As you throw your hood up, whisper some magic words, the cloak completely fades into like the same green as the ground. You hop onto all fours and just begin darting behind fallen trees, little shrubbery, bush. And as you do, like as you're marching up, the guard is scanning back towards the way you're coming, which would be like over here-ish, like this area, off like the front left side of the compound. Some like commotion inside the fence distracts him, and you can dart basically as close as you want to the fences.
I'm gonna get right up onto the fence, kind of underneath the guard post,
Okay.
and I'm gonna see what I can see from there with a perception check.
All right. So you want to get right like up here, so off to the
Yeah,
like off to the side, out of view of the nearest guard. So you can see just off the top, without a check, you can see that there are several guards in the towers. There's one in each tower. The fence is wooden, which lends itself to a couple things. And you can hear like people crying and screaming inside. Let's see. And you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 guards right away. You hear like the crackling of fire. You can assume that's where the smoke's coming from. Make your perception check.
Five.
You're right next to a fence. That's pretty solid. You can't see through it, but you're up here and not spotted by anybody.
All right, I'm going to attempt to go around the gate and get inside the compound.
So you're just like going to try to walk through the front between these two guys?
Actually, I'm going to try to scale the fence.
Okay. All right. So you're going to scale the fence nearest this guard tower that you're right up against?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Give me another stealth check and an athletics or acrobatics check, whichever one you prefer.
Okay. Stealth check with advantage because I have my hood up. 17 on the stealth, and then you said acrobatics or athletics?
Yeah.
I'll do acrobatics because I have a +2 to that. Oof. And I got a 4.
What's your AC?
12.
12. You get shot with an arrow as you're climbing over the fence for 4 damage. You hop over the fence, scale it. You can see as you're like just coming down over the other side, or as you're like on top of it, that there was a like guard leaning against the like corner of the temple here, that was just staring right where you were climbing over the fence. He was like, "What the fuck?" And the guy in the turret turned and shot an arrow right in your side. You are stuck on top of the fence. I need you and everybody else to roll initiative.
Right. Great.
Way to go.
Shit.
22.
Oh,
21.
and
16.
Initiative, I roll my 20 on.
16 plus 1.
You saw my checks, so yeah.
You said 10, Talia?
yes.
Okay, so Demetrius, you are up first.
So the,
Make another,
So-
before, as a free action before you do anything, go ahead and make another perception check while you're stuck on top of this fence. See what else you can see.
12.
You can see that there is a group of prisoners here on the left side of the fence in wooden cages. And you can see 3, 14, and 11. 3 more guards here on the left side of the building. And you hear shit happening, screaming, coming from inside the temple. So what you got? What you're gonna do?
Well, I'm assuming I would have to use part of my movement to unstick myself from the fence.
You'd have to use 5 feet of movement to unstick yourself.
Okay. Everybody else is like far, far away from me,
They're all about 100 feet from you.
Great.
except the guard in the tower, and that guy is too far away from me for that. All right, I'm gonna have to do magic missile. Gonna throw 1 dart at the guard in the tower,
Okay.
and 2 at the guard leaning against the building.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your d4s.
How many d4s I want?
You get
Oh.
1d4 plus 1, I think, for each
Yeah.
missile. So 3d4.
So 1, 2, 3.
All right. So you have a missile that's going to do 2 damage, a missile that's going to do 3 damage, and a missile that's going to do 4 damage. Where do you want each to go?
The 2 and the 3 are gonna go at the guard up against the tower, and the 4 at the guard up against the building, rather, and the 4 at the guard in the tower.
Okay. So you're stuck up here on the fence, and you're just like, fuck, blast out these little rockets of magic. One like knocks and kind of stuns the guard who just shot you with the arrow. It was like he had no idea what the hell was going on. And 2 plow against this guy who was leaning up against the building, kind of pushing him back against the building. You unstick yourself, or do you go inside the fence, or do you like try to move back out?
I'm gonna try to move back outside the fence so that
Okay.
I'll at least shield it from the guard against the building.
So you take 5 feet of movement to get back down from the fence. The guy, both the guys in the towers have line of sight on you right now. The one, it's not a great angle for the guy on the other side of the gate, but the one shooting right down on you is good. They're gonna fuck you up if they take too many shots at you. And then are you running away with the rest of your movement?
Yes, I am.
All
I'm
right.
gonna basically go straight away from the guard in the tower,
All right.
away from guard 9.
So you sprint 25 feet away from the fence. The rest of the people here, I'll unlock these. And are in, like, you're running open in the open, away from the fence. Next up is Jade.
Okay, how far am I away?
You're about 100 feet away right now. You're not that far on the map, but you're in reality you're 100 feet away.
So I think my only chance this turn is to move a little closer up to Demetrius.
Okay. So do you want to take a full dash up there?
Yeah, full dash.
Okay. So you move 60 feet. You're about here from Demetrius now. That's your movement and action. Any bonus action, anything?
No, we're good.
Okay. Jax is also just going to dash 60 feet. That's the range. He also he like slams his hammer against his warhammer against his shield and says, "Come on, get it together!" And you feel like some magical presence kind of like protect you, Demetrius. So granting you a shield of faith comes and grants you +2 to your AC. So that's cool. He gives you some protection. Talia, it's gonna be you.
All right. I'm going to move up. If I dash, will it go the same?
Yeah, if you full dash, you're just gonna be up there with the rest of them.
Okay. All right. I guess that's all I'm gonna do because I don't
Actually, you guys are like up here.
really need to do. Okay. That's it. Other than asking him what he could see.
Yeah, I mean, you can ask Demetrius what he saw.
Are you okay?
I show her the arrow in my side. Do I look okay?
Well, no, but we can fix that. It just kind of like go over and like yank it out.
Okay. You're just gonna yank the arrow out?
No, break it.
Okay, you break the arrow, still leaving it in, for now. And that's gonna be
what did you see? Did you see anything? Could you hear anything? What's going on over there?
And I relay the information that there's the guards and people in cages, a lot of screaming and not pleasant sounds.
Oh no. Okay. All right, we gotta get in there.
okay. You guys aren't sure what's happening in here.
They're kind of
But you start
now,
to
right?
hear like, we're under attack. One guy is going to take a shot at Demetrius.
He can still see us.
Fucking crits.
Uh-oh.
God damn. Demetrius, you fall. As you're running away, the guard on the far tower looses an arrow that sticks in the back of your neck.
Oh God.
And you fall to the ground. The rest of them can't really do much.
But I'm down then.
Yeah, you're down.
Lovely.
Good shot in the neck, dude.
Another one is going to shoot at Talia,
Oh God.
who's the next closest, but misses.
Okay.
Demetrius, give us a death save. 17. You want to keep that?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, so Demetrius, you have one pass. I forgot that it does that. So Jade. Demetrius was running away, telling you there's people in cages, prisoners, and got a fucking shot in the back of his neck, and fell immediately. What are you doing?
What's this dragon? What breath? Does a breath weapon do? I mean,
So you can I mean, you're a dragon. You can breathe. I believe you picked fire.
Yeah.
So you can breathe fire in a short cone. If I am.
Isn't it only 15 feet?
Yeah.
I'm still 30 feet away, 40 feet away.
40 feet away right now. But if you want to, you could try to burn down the fence. If you wanted to get close enough, you could use that to try and set fire to the wood. Or you could try and do something with Demetrius's body.
Which one? Which guard was the one who knocked him down? The one that's right there?
The one on the
No,
far tower. So the
Oh,
right side of the
far.
gate as you're looking at it.
Sniper elite in the right-hand tower over there.
Got it. And what could I do with his body?
You could try to move it behind like a rock or something.
Yeah, that'd be a better idea so he doesn't get any more damage.
Okay, just make a quick strength check.
Main page. $18.
You reach out as arrows are starting to rain down on your guys' position and drag Demetrius behind a rock. Demetrius, the shield is still active on you, and now you guys are behind a rock taking partial cover. Jax is going to go... he's just going to cast Cure Wounds on you. Give you 6 plus... gets you 8 health back, Demetrius, as Jax lays his hammer to your chest. He's like, "Come on, get up!" And you're like shaken awake as the arrow kind of plops out of your neck. The bleeding stops, and you're kind of back on your feet. And then that's really what he's got at this point. He's gonna hold his movement. He's gonna delay his movement. See what the rest of you guys decide to do. Talia, that's you.
So how far away are we right now? We're about
40 feet.
now about 40 feet. All right, so I can shoot.
Yeah,
at
you
these
are
guys.
within bow distance where you are.
Okay, great, excellent. So guard 9 seems to be a sharpshooter, so we should probably take him out first. So I'm gonna go for him. All right, dirty 20. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
All right,
Good job.
D8. 2 plus 2 is 4 damage for the first hit.
I think you only have 1 attack right now.
I do? I thought it was 2.
No?
Oh no, nope.
You're
right.
level 2, baby.
You're right. You're right. I'm sorry.
But you
Too
do pull out your bow, unsheath a bow arrow from your quiver, launch it up, sting the guy in his shoulder, and he fell back. He looks hurt. He's the same one that got blasted by some damage from Demetrius's missiles. So he's not doing great. Something else is happening here. Oh god, damn it! I'm rolling so good for my bad guys. Something else is happening here inside that you are unaware of. This one is just going to head out here. You can kind of hear some people are starting to make their way towards the gate. Another one is going to shoot at Talia. Is going to miss. This one in the far tower. Another one. You just hear a lot of movement and stuff inside the camp.
Okay.
But that brings us to guard 9, actually. Who shoots at Talia but misses as well. But we're back to Demetrius. So you're healed. You still got the +2 to your AC. What you doing, man?
Firebolt at guard 9.
What's the range on Firebolt for me real quick?
120.
120. Okay, you're perfectly in range. And just for the sake of, okay, make a spell attack roll.
15.
15. You hit the tower and begin to light the tower on fire. It's burning, but not like severe yet. But it like blocks the guard from where you're at. But he probably can't stay up there much longer. Any bonus actions or movement?
No. That's
Okay.
it for now.
You're staying behind the rock. Jade, you are also behind this rock. You guys took cover. What are you doing?
So look, I can move up. Let's see, I'm 40 feet away. I can move up 20 feet, correct?
You have 30 feet of movement, I
30
believe.
feet, so I can move up to
Yeah,
30.
Yes, you
But
can
that
move
would be it, right?
up to 6 spots. Yeah.
And that would be it. That'd be the turn.
Well, that would just be your movement. You'd still have action, and
Okay.
you'd be within 15 feet of the fence if you wanted to set it on fire.
That's what I want to do. You read my mind.
Okay. So let's just say 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You're up here with the fence. Just go ahead. The fence is just gonna auto fail this. Go ahead and roll your breath damage, which should be fire. Go ahead and roll 4d6 for me. It's base 2d6, but wood is vulnerable to fire.
12.
12. So you just burn away this chunk of fence right here that was in front of you that you launch your thing at. So this chunk of fence in front of you is gone, and fire begins to spread to the rest of it.
Oh no, but the cages are wood.
Jax is going to go. He's going to... 2, 3, 4... He was back here. He's going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I moved you guys a little too close. Jax is going to go, and he's just going to try to break down more of the fence. He's going to attack with advantage. Yeah, he crushes the fence. Jax just levels another part of the fence. But that was kind of already on fire, and the fire is still spreading down to the left.
Great.
Talia, that's you, girl.
Well, I am now concerned about those cages. Let's see. I'm gonna move up here.
I don't think I got the cages. I think I just got the wall.
But the fire is spreading. It's not going to spread to the cages immediately. If it goes unchecked, though, for a long time, it could potentially damage.
Okay. So.
Maybe that wasn't a good idea.
Oh, that was too far. Okay, so. Was that like 20 feet? To these 3 guys in front of me?
Yes.
Okay. So, if I use Thunder Wave, will it knock those guys out of the turrets?
Thunderwave would
it
not
says-
reach them.
Because they're above me.
Well, no, they're just farther than 15 feet from you.
Yeah, they're like 20 feet away.
Okay, so 15 foot cube. Okay.
Because
I
it's
saw the
centered
10
around you.
Yeah, I saw the 10 feet and I thought that was the distance, but no, it's not. It's the other way around. Okay. So balls. All right. Well, I guess I'm just gonna shoot at them then.
Okay.
Maybe I can get 9. 9's been getting beat up, so hopefully he's like heavily, and he'll be dead soon. So 14 plus 4 is 18.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. 3, so 5 damage.
5 damage. You take your bow, loose another arrow, hit him right in the forehead, pins his hood to his head, and he falls out of the tower dead. Any bonus actions or anything?
I don't think so right now. No.
Okay. You guys all can just hear more struggling, and fire. You hear a lot of sounds of fire and screaming and a child crying inside the temple. This guy's going to run out here and go at Talia. What's your AC, Talia?
So it's 15 because I have the shield. I got it. Okay.
So this guy goes at you with his spear. Fuck, I've rolled so good for the damage. You take 7 damage, Talia, as this guy stabs at you with a spear. But he's right in front of your face now.
Great.
More shit just happening inside. Inside the camp. Another guy. Let's try a new dice. This maybe rolls bad. That's not bad. Talia, you take 3 damage. You take another 3 damage as the guy in the turret launches another arrow, hits you in the shoulder as you're kind of stabbed by this spear. And the rest of the shit's bad. Demetrius, you're up, man.
Right.
Actually, at initiative 1, you hear some screaming come from inside the camp. But it's not like, it seems to be like battle cries coming from inside the camp.
Battle cries? That doesn't sound good.
Yeah, you hear some battle cries inside the camp.
Great.
The fire spreads down the fence a little more. Now it's your turn. Sorry.
Alright, so I'm going to use my movement to get up next to Jade.
Okay. You zip up there.
Alright. So guard 1 is getting acid splash. So he has to make a dex save DC 10.
He passes. Does he take half damage? It does not say.
Oh no.
So you blast out this little spurt of acid that he just like, he throws up his shield and knocks it away. Any bonus actions or anything?
Nope.
Okay. Jade, that's you. You've burned this fence. The fire is spreading. What you doing, man?
I think this guard right here, that number 1, needs to be taught a lesson. I'm going to take a shot at him.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack. He's actually up here.
14 misses.
14. As he throws his shield up to block Demetrius' acid splash, your arrow shoots at the same time and just sticks right in his shield. You can see his shield start to wither away, though, and he drops it. Any bonus actions, Jade? Or movement?
I'm good.
Okay. Inside... You hear like a cry out in pain, as it sounds like something like commotion, fighting is going on inside. Jax is just going to leap into the fray here and charge into this. Talia, you are pretty wounded. You got this one guy in front of you, one dude blasting at you from the air, from the turret. What are you doing?
All right, so I'm going to take a swing at him with my scimitar.
Okay.
Oh, not 20, so 24.
Go ahead and roll your crit damage. Hopefully,
Right. So
2.
1d6.
So it's 2d6 plus. It's 2d6 plus 2.
So 9.
9. You, as this guy's like kind of distracted with tossing his shield to the side, you take your scimitar and just slash across his neck. He drops everything, holds his neck, falls to his knees, and goes down.
Nice. All right. Cool. I did. Let's see. What was I gonna do? Well, I guess it doesn't matter where I go right now because he's. Well, I guess I can move over a little bit so that he can't shoot at me, or at least it makes it a little harder.
Yeah, I mean, that would not be the worst thing in the world.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Me.
Do you have any cantrips you can cast as a bonus action?
I think. Okay, hold on. I mean, nothing that's helpful to me. It's all. Let's see. And now I think I moved too far away.
You have no bonus action spells. That sucks.
Yeah, sorry.
So
I
you-
can't heal myself. I wish I had, but I don't.
That's what you got left. You guys just continue to hear screams and cries from inside the temple. You guys continue to hear combat inside. No, that's the wrong one. Combat inside the battleground, or inside the temple area.
Fire's gotta be creeping at this point.
Fire is continuing to creep inside as you guys can hear Jack shout, "Some of the prisoners got loose." So it seems to be that there's some stuff going on inside. This one's gonna come over here and swing at Jax. He's actually gonna hit. No, he's not, because Jax is a 21 AC. So the one guy goes in, gets tangled up with Jax. This guy's going after Demetrius. You have 12 plus 2, 14. Still hits on you.
I'm going to, as a reaction, cast Shield on myself.
So you have this magical like red shield from Ares. Another arrow is coming for you. You throw up a deflection. You have another +2 to your AC for the remainder of this round, which won't be many attacks. Stuff's happening in here. These guys are just going over here. You guys can see kind of through the hole in the fence that a couple more guards have come in this. This guy's going to make an attack at the veteran. He's going to miss. A lot of commotion going on inside. But Demetrius, that brings us back to you.
About the fire if we can.
What was that?
So we need to try and do something about the fire if we can.
Well, you lit it on fire.
I know this.
All right. Well, first we need to get in there. I'm kind of like holding my side. Does anybody? I mean, do we have a way to heal up a little bit? I'm hurting a little bit right now.
Yeah, I'm hurting a bit too, but I don't have any healing spells.
Right. Neither do I. Awesome.
All right.
Okay. So we're gonna go in. Well, where's? Oh,
I'm gonna
Jax is
cast
over there.
Toll of the Dead on
Jesus.
guard 12.
Okay.
So has to roll a Wisdom save DC 10.
Passes again. So after you cast the shield up, you blast another thing out with your staff, and he just like eats it and pulls another arrow. Any movement or anything?
I'm going to move and try to hide, like get out of his sight between, like, put the other tower between me and him.
So you
that
kind of
he
want to
can't
move
shoot the
like
arrow at me.
inside the fence right here.
Yes.
Okay, so you move behind the like base of the other turret, and he has no line of sight on you right now. And you can see these couple foot soldiers on the ground do not have bows or anything. Jade, that's you.
Like I mentioned, is there anything I can do about the fire?
You can go ahead and make an insight check.
Nat 20.
The fire is not going to be the best use of your time. You can kind of see, and like Jack said, some of the prisoners have escaped. So like, it looks like the cages are not going to be a problem right now. Like trying to save the prisoners in the cages is not a problem. You still hear cries from inside the temple, and you still have a lot of bad dudes in between you and that.
I'm gonna move 2 squares up and go after guard 2.
Okay, you move 2 squares up. And yeah, you can go ahead and fire your shot. 16, go ahead and roll your normal damage.
6.
6, so yeah, you plunge an arrow into the chest of guard 2. As you hop inside, quick string, shoot an arrow, sticks into his robe. He's not like, they got like some sort of plate under their robes, but they're all like hood and stuff, and they're not like crazy armored, so like hits his shoulder. Any bonus actions or anything?
What bonus actions do I have?
I don't think you have many.
I need to be honest with you. Nope, we're good.
Okay. You guys see everybody inside the fence sees a woman with like a knife stab into a guard as he like goes down, and then she runs into the
What the hell is happening?
temple. So she like stabs into some guy's neck, rips his throat out, and sprints into the temple, but that's really all she's got. Jax is gonna go at this guy right here in front of him. Crack him. Only for 4 damage. That's 11. And then Talia is too far away, and he, yeah. So he's just still tangled up with this guy. Talia, it's back to you.
Right. Well, this guy still has arrows, so am I too far to shoot now? No, I think.
With your longbow, you can shoot within 150 feet normally, and within 600 with disadvantage. So you're close enough to shoot at him.
Okay. Well, that's what I'm gonna do then. You kidding?
Did you roll in that 20?
Yes.
So that's going to be 2d8 plus 2d8 plus 2 for you.
8.
You shoot at this guard in the tower, who, despite several attempts, has not been hit yet. And you, stick it into his you stick it into his shoulder holding arm, and he drops his bow, and winces in pain, but is still alive.
All right. Well, that's
Any
all I got.
movement? Do you want to move or anything?
No, I'm gonna start moving closer now.
Okay.
This way.
And where that fence is drawn red over is open, that you can get through
Okay.
if you so choose.
I do choose. I'm gonna stay kind of like right here, because then if he can't shoot me, but at least so that I could still kind of like move and shoot him if I wanted to my next turn.
Yeah, where the guy in the turret cannot shoot at you. Inside the temple, you guys hear chanting and screams, a little bit of clang of metal inside the temple, but right now it's seems bad.
Yeah.
These two guys who seem to have broken out of prison, one is going to rush over to this guard tower, make an athletics check. He's gonna go start to climb this guard tower. Another one is gonna throw a shield up and break off other cages open. It looks like a few people who were trapped here, when all the commotion started happening, took advantage and broke out of their wooden cages. They look like former soldiers who were been kidnapped. And so one's going to climb the tower of guys. The other one is trying to get people to safety. There's just clanging metal inside the temple. This guy who was in the tower just picks up his bow. That's all he can do this turn. This guy's actually going to attack Jax, but misses though, because Jax is a fucking tank. The person in the far turret shoots down at this guy climbing the tower.
And would guard 2 be less than 15 feet away from me? Kind of hard to
yes,
tell.
he is.
He's further than 15 away.
No,
But
he's
guard-
within 15 feet away.
Oh, he's within 15.
Jax is further than 15. Guard 2 is within 15.
Oh, okay. So guard 13 and guard 2 are going to have to make DC 10 dex saves.
Guard 2.
Because I'm throwing burning hands at them.
Guard 2 fails. Guard 13 passes. So go ahead and roll your full damage.
12 damage.
12 damage. Guard 2 full burns to death. And guard 13 is screaming in agony.
Hooray.
From the pain that's happening.
Oh God.
And that's you, Boo. Jade, that brings us back to you.
All right.
That's also all my spell slots.
Well, you still have cantrips, so
Yeah,
you're not useless.
He's not useless anyway. So 13 is close. Is too close for a bow shot, so I'm going after him with the sword.
So you dash up here and go to attack 13 with your sword.
6.
You go to swing, he deflects it with his shield. And you really don't have much in the way of bonus actions.
No, I don't have anything bonus actions. Good.
More sounds of just shit happening inside the temple. Come big for me, Jax. Good boy. Jax cleaves off this guy's head with a warhammer. Just full splatters it as he just screams, ah! blasts his head off, then takes his movement 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 into the temple. It's like open on all sides with like columns holding it up. Talia, you're up.
I'm very scared about what's going on. All right, well, these guys are here in front of me. No, because if I use a spell, the two of them are in front of me, so it'll hit them before it hits the guard.
Depending
Or
on the
they'll
spell.
all have to. So if I wanted to do entangle, they're all technically within 20 feet.
Yeah, everybody, Jade and Demetrius would also be caught up in that stuff.
Oh, starting from a point within range.
So you could put it like just under
So
the
I could
guards,
put it on.
but you're going to make all the area behind them. So like all of this area is going to become hard to move through if you do
Well,
that.
it won't be for me, but it'll be for everybody
For
else. Yeah.
Demetrius and Jade.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna move over. No, I'm gonna stay here. I am gonna put it though, like. I don't know. I can't draw. Oh, yes I can. Haha. I'll put it like over here, so then it would be like kind of over in this area. So I don't know if maybe it'll only get guard 15.
If you put it over there, yes, it will only get guard 15.
Well, we
You
want to
could-
go into the temple anyway, so I'm gonna do it, and I'm just gonna make that so it'll still be there. So like you said, that'll be kind of rough terrain, but at least I can hopefully entangle these guards if they fail their strength save.
Your DC's 10. Guard 15 does get tangled up in this mess. He's like, oh! Gets restrained and brought back into the thing.
Oh. And I'm going to. Is it a spell counts as one? So I'm not going to attack again because that would.
Yeah, a spell
those
is
are-
your action.
Okay.
You could either attack
Okay.
or cast a spell.
Okay. Well, that's all I got then. I would like to move though. Actually.
Yeah, go
If
ahead
I-
and move.
If I try and go this way, will he have an attack of opportunity on me?
Yes.
Because I'm going past him. I don't want to do that because he might knock me out because I'm very low on health. All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna hang out here for now so that I can't get shot again and die like right in front of the door because that would suck.
Okay. Chanting inside the tower, the temple still screams. The one good thing about screams, people are still allowed to be screaming. This guy climbs up the tower. First attack hits. Second attack hits. This guy comes up with a sword and just runs this guy through and throws him off the edge. As this soldier then hops down from the turret and goes at this guy over here. This other escaped prisoner kind of like ushers the people behind benches and stuff and then just runs in here. You do hear somebody scream and fall to the ground inside. This guy picks his bow back up, hops out of here, doesn't have line of sight on anybody. This one is going after Jade, who just swung at him. Jade, what's your armor class? Your AC?
13.
13, he misses you. 15 is going to try to make a strength check to get out of this. It is still tangled up in you. More sounds of fighting inside the temple. Fighting inside the temple. You guys don't know. Still screaming. Demetrius, you're up.
Okay. Scored. I gotta get rid of guard 13. He's right in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to use my breath weapon on him.
Okay.
That's. He has to do a dex save.
DC should be 8 plus your 8 plus your con modifier plus 2. So the DC is 13. What's his dex? He fails.
So that was 2d6 damage.
Okay.
5.
So your breath is lightning, right?
Lightning, yes.
Yeah. So you breathe out this lightning, and it like conducts in his chest plate, and he gets like and fries. Shocks. So Demetrius just electrocuted somebody to death. Jade, that brings us to you. Guard 15 is all tangled up. He's rolled nat 1 on his strength check twice, so he doesn't seem to be getting out of this shit anytime soon. You hear fighting and shit inside the temple. Most of the prisoners appear to be free. What you gonna do?
I think the guy who snaggled up needs to go bye-bye.
Okay. You can roll your attack on him with advantage.
I can hit him. I'm still too close for the bow, so I'm going to take a short sword swipe.
Yeah. And you have advantage.
Okay, so I have advantage. Okay,
Yeah, because he's restrained, all tangled up, and on the ground.
9.
You go swing at him, and like the vines on his arm tighten and like pull him back out of your swing, and you miss both times. Any movement? Is that a no?
Yeah, no movement.
Okay, so you're up here swinging at him. Jax just screams, "Get in here now!" As he is tangled up in the temple. He seems to be fighting, and bad shit seems to be happening in the temple. Talia.
Great. Okay. Well, I'm gonna get in there because I'm increasingly more and more terrified of what's happening. So I'm gonna. Okay. I'm here.
Make a perception check.
Oh God.
Or investigation.
15.
15. This is a pretty standard temple. There's like area with like treasure benches, places for people to sit. You see Jax is tangled up with a guard. You see one of the soldiers and the lady you saw rush into the temple earlier are tangled up with a couple people down here. At the altar, you see another hooded figure leading some sort of ritual. And in the center of the temple, there's a bonfire with 4 people essentially crucified over it, burning to death. There is 2 adult females, 1 adult male, and 1 child.
Jesus. Okay.
The screams are fading. The baby's crying has subsided.
Okay. Well, am I far enough to take a shot at the altar?
Yeah, you can shoot your arrow.
Okay. Well,
12.
12.
Your arrow sails overhead. The trauma of what you're seeing is incredible, and you can't focus as your arrow misses the priest. He turns and just laughs. Heading over to this group, he cures one of the people who's fighting these 2 freed prisoners. And that's what he's gonna do. This guy out here is just gonna go at clocks him. You can see Jade and Demetrius. You can see the soldier at the far end of the camp run through one of the archers. This guy's going to take an opportunity attack as he runs past this dude. It's going to hit him. And then he tackles this priest guy into the fire pit, going in with him.
Jesus.
1 attacks the woman, misses. Guard 12 is going to chase you guys in here. This guy's going to try to get out of this tangled. He does break free of his tangle. Has no action left, but he's going to try to get in your guys' way. Demetrius and Jade. Fighting in here. Demetrius and Jade, you guys are outside still. You have this 1 guard you can see on the exterior of the building.
Going to eeny, meeny, mo. Well, I've electrocuted somebody and burned somebody, so why not try to free somebody? Chill touch.
Okay. That's
on guard 15. It's a ranged attack.
Go ahead and roll your attack.
$17.
Yeah, that hits.
So 1d8 necrotic damage, and he can't regain hit points for a round.
Yep.
1.
So this like magic necrotic thing like sends a shiver down his spine. And he seems off balance and off put, but not too hurt by the whole process. Jade, you're up, man.
15 again with the sword.
Okay. So you charge up at him. Go at him with the sword. Go ahead and roll your attack.
7.
He deflects you with his shield. She's gonna hit twice. Talia, you see this lady take 2 swings with her dagger, like stab it through his throat and up his face, killing another one. Jax is gonna just make an athletics check to push past this guy. Jax, with his shield, just bashes this guy out of the ground, and full dash jumps into the fire after 2 of the people, trying to get them down. He's gonna take... and is trying to get 2 of the people down. So for you, Talia, you see Jax dash into the fire. The priest guy and one of the veterans went into the fire. Guard 8 is knocked prone, and guard 12 is pretty wounded.
Alright, well, I'm gonna move right here, and I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave.
Okay.
So they need to make a con save.
All right.
And
They both fail.
okay, great. So 2d8 thunder damage. Awesome. Oh. 7 thunder damage. And push 10 feet away from me.
You channel your inner, like your druidic powers, calling on the spirit of Demeter, and you just eviscerate both of them. Their bodies are ripped to shreds.
Hell yeah. And I'm gonna use the rest of my... Can I use the rest of my movement to try and go over there?
Yeah, you have 20 feet of movement left.
Alright, cool. So I'm gonna try and see if I can help Jax get anybody down, even if we can get him out of the fire, even if we...
Okay, you
too
jump
late.
into the fire and you take 4 fire damage.
Okay. Cool.
The priest is just being held down
In the fire?
in the fire by the soldier guy who just charged and tackled him. Is still kind of just laughing. Is going to try to make a strength check with disadvantage. Fails. The soldier dude is... This guy is going to charge in here. This guy who tackled the priest into the fire takes 4 damage himself. And then just pulls out a knife and starts plunging it into the priest. And the priest is like laughing. Talia and Jack can hear it as he pulls out this dagger, and the laughter stops. This soldier guy then rolls out of the fire pit. Misses. One guard's gonna go after Jade. He's gonna fucking crit. Oh man, that's bad. Jade, you take 15 damage as this guy catches you like right in the collar with his spear. You're still up, barely.
2 hit points left.
Yeah, Demetrius, that's you.
Guard 15 needs to make a DC 10 Wisdom save.
Passes. I'm rolling so good on all my saves. I'm sorry. Last week it was monsters that were immune to all your damage. This week I'm just passing all my saves.
Well, that did nothing.
Any movement?
I'm going to move kind of laterally.
Okay. You avoid the guy's threatened area.
About there.
Okay. Any movement forward?
Actually, yeah. I did
You got 15 feet of
15.
movement left.
20, 25, 30.
As you get to the edge of this temple, you kind of see this same gruesome scene. One guard's outside with Jax. In the middle of this temple, you see there's a huge blood splatter along with the bodies that are burning alive. Jade, you still got this guard tangled up out here. It's pretty fucked up. Actually, he's really not that fucked up.
I'm more fucked up than he is. I'm gonna take him, try to go again with the sword. Finally, 22.
Yeah, you hit. Roll your damage.
3.
3, and give me a d6 of sneak attack as this guy kind of tried to chase after Demetrius running into the temple.
1.
So yeah, you scratch him for 4 damage. Not nearly as much as what happened to you. This lady's going to take her 2 attacks. Is just screaming and crying, flailing wildly at this guard, not able to do anything. Jax and Talia, since you guys go back to back, give me sleight of hand checks.
14.
14. You can see Jax gets lit up, gets one of the women and the child off of their like crucifixes type things, and dives out of the fire. Give me a dexterity saving throw to try and not take fire damage.
16.
What was that? You cut out at the start.
16.
16. So Talia, you kind of step in the fire, get burned, and like grab another one of the bodies off of a crucifix. There's still one up there.
I'm resistant to fire damage. I probably should have mentioned that before.
Okay, well then you only took 2 the first time, and none the second time. It was like one smooth motion. You got burned. Get one of the bodies down. These last guys, these veterans, go and take care of this guard. Well, I guess I should. Yeah, he takes care of the guard. Hearing the noise, this guy dashes out here to where Jade is and surrounds this guy. Jade, you go down. As he stabs you again. But you're just down. Demetrius, the scene in here looks to be done.
Okay, so I'm going to one more time try to chill touch number 15 over here.
Make your attack.
15.
You hit him. He's distracted and all fucked up. His shield is down, blocking attack from Jade. He's exposed, so you're hit with a 15.
5 damage.
You just kill him.
Sweet.
He's done. You guys are out of combat. Talia, the body that you got off is dead. There's just no 2 ways about it. Jax is holding the child in his arms. Skin is blackened, burned. Jax is crying. the other body he brought down, same thing. It seems like everybody who was put onto the fire when you guys got spotted has been burned to death. So there's these a group. There is still like 7 or 8 prisoners outside of these 3, outside and alive. All of the Eclipse Remnant are dead, including this priest. And you have these 3, 2 like former soldiers. They have like kind of plate and look like they've picked up swords and stuff from after they broke out. And this one woman who is just crying, covered in blood. What are you guys doing?
I'm still. I can't believe this is happening.
Well, first we should probably see if somebody has any kind of spells or anything to pick Jade up.
A good idea. We don't. I don't think.
Actually,
So-
yeah, Jade, you need to give me your first death save.
Four.
The veteran comes over here and is going to try to help you out. You're gonna roll your next death save with advantage as he puts pressure on you. But we'll see what everybody else does before we do that. You guys
I roll an investigation check to see if I can find anything to help out,
okay?
like maybe some kind of medicine.
That was so close.
The only thing that you know that can provide that kind of inspirational healing to anybody around here is Jax. Just based off what you've seen and personally felt earlier, he is crying over 2 dead bodies right now.
We need to prevent a 3rd dead body, though.
Are you gonna?
Yes,
You can try and persuade him or something.
Yeah,
I need
Jack.
to purchase that last dead body.
I will talk to Jax and be like, they are gone. Your friend is over here suffering, and you're the only one that can help him.
Give me a persuasion check. Anyone? Talia, do you want to try and help him?
Help Jax?
Help
Demetrius.
bolster Demetrius's persuasion.
Sure. So just roll a persuasion check?
No, you can just give him the help action.
Okay. I'm giving the help action.
All right. So you get in there and like really try to hammer home the point that Jade needs his help right now. Go ahead and roll again. Take the higher.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That should have been an 18.
Jax is unresponsive. Actually, I'll roll a wisdom save for him. Jax is unresponsive. Jade, go ahead and give me another death save with advantage. 14 passes.
Yeah. You're good.
This guy goes over here. So you have one pass, 1 fail. Talia, you can go ahead and roll me a medicine check while you're in here.
Sure. 16.
16. You see, like, there is some
Oh, wait, hold on.
You have +5, so that's a 21.
So it's 17.
Oh,
Wait.
7.
Yeah.
What'd you roll on the dice?
was a 12.
Okay,
so
plus five,
plus
so
5
17.
on medicine, so 17.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's so much different than a 16. Let me tell you, you find so many more things now. No, you see like some bandages and stuff around here in the temple. Like they were obviously performing some type of magic here, so there's some stuff that you could probably go and stabilize Jade with another medicine check if you need to.
Okay, cool. All right, let me do that then.
Okay, so you run out to Jade, give me another medicine check. The veteran out here is giving you the help action.
All right.
So with advantage.
15, so dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Jade, you are stable as Talia like gets some herbs and bandages together, gets pressure on all the different wounds that you've taken. So you're not like, you're like fading in and out of consciousness, but you're alive and don't have to make any more death saves.
Hey.
One of the soldier guys goes over here, digs through some chests, and pulls out a little vial of something that he gives to Jade. And Jade, you heal for 6 hit points. He found a healing potion. Okay, so Jade is alive. Jax is sitting here, and you have these 3 seemingly capable prisoners, and like I tried to, I'll say again, like 10 people who have been freed.
We still freed some people, even if we couldn't get all of them. Can we? I guess I should talk to them, see if maybe we can get any information about if they know anything about what was happening.
Yeah, go ahead and ask whatever questions you want.
Right. Well, I guess I'd want to ask the prisoner woman. I mean, were you taken from your homes? Were you, how did you get here?
And before she answers you, everybody can go ahead and make a perception or investigation check on the temple interior itself.
I got a 10 for perception.
22.
Yeah, the 10 for perception.
So Talia and Demetrius, you guys kind of see the same things you saw as you get in here, but your eyes are drawn to this mural on the back wall, which is like this black and purple swirling vortex of nothingness, and then these bright green eyes staring out over the center of the temple. Jade, as you're kind of groggily getting up, you see that there's obviously this nightmare in the middle, and you see there's like some treasures and some chests of supplies and stuff here at the back of the temple. So it's not like there's nothing of value here. But yeah, it's a nightmare. And you asked the prisoner lady, were you taken from her home? Whatever. She's gonna make a wisdom save. She kind of snaps out of it and looks at you and says, my husband was a general. He was taken. I was then taken the next day. She's bleeding heavily. They already did this to him. And then she just kind of looks at the ground.
I'm sorry for. I don't. How many of these have gone on since you've been here? I mean, what?
I've been here for 5 days. They do at least one of these a day.
Oh my God, really?
New people are brought in. That woman and her child were brought yesterday. She's like struggling through her words. I guess they must have been somebody important for them to get put at the front of the line like that. But yeah, they've been capturing people from Holly in here. As far as I can tell, it's everybody, somebody, either soldiers like these two men or families of soldiers. And they've been, they wear eclipse garb. They must be punishing people of our village because the eclipse lost. The soldier who was over there, like, searching the chest in the corner, goes over to Jax and, like, puts a hand on his shoulder, seems to speak with him with some familiarity, but you guys can't really tell what he's saying. Anybody else doing anything? Looking at the treasure, trying to loot the,
Yeah, I need to see if I can find anything for myself, because I'm, not doing so hot, and it would be nice to be able to heal myself next time, since I don't have a spell slot for it.
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check.
17.
17. Are you looking at the treasure over here on the left side, or like the boxes on the right?
Gonna look at the boxes on the right.
You find 3 minor healing potions, which do 1d4 plus 4.
I think I'm going to take a look at the treasure and see if those coins are the same coins that were falling out of the shadowy figures.
Go ahead and make your investigation check.
11.
11. So you walk right by this very religious altar and head over to these coins. It looks like normal pieces of just normal money. All in all, you're looking at it, there's about 100 gold there in total. Mixed coins, you can probably guess stolen from the people who had been kidnapped. But it's just normal money.
Okay.
All right. So I found some healing stuff. What about, well, these two are having their conversation, I guess. Where's Jade? Is he down? Oh, he's down there. Okay.
Jade's walking to the temple investigating it. Jade, do you want to investigate anything in particular?
Yeah, see if I can find some healing stuff from the crates over there.
Talia mentioned she already found some stuff. There's not going to be more healing potions in the crates.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm good then.
Okay, so Talia can give you one of the healing potions. Talia, I assume, takes one herself.
Yeah, I'll give one to Jade, and I'll keep 2 for myself, and I'm gonna use 1 so I have an extra to hold on to.
Okay, Jade, you heal 7 more damage.
1d4. 3 plus 4, so 7. So I'm down to 5. Yay.
Yeah, you guys are all kind of stable, recovering a little bit. There's still the altar you haven't looked at, and Jax is still kneeling in tears over these bodies.
So we can't really see anything on their bodies either, so we don't know if there's like anything being done to them besides burning. All right, well,
luckily we have a witness to what's been going on, so she could tell us if something has been done to them before they were.
I don't know if she'd know that, though. She wasn't inside of it. She wasn't inside. She would have been in the cages. I don't know. She seems like she's really, really traumatized, so I don't want to do too much to her. I want these people to just be free, and we can figure these things out. I'm gonna investigate the altar.
Roll another investigation check.
So I got 19 plus 1, so dirty 20.
There's a lot of stuff on this altar. You can see that there is a dagger, a cup filled with blood, like a goblet filled with blood, coins of different kinds. You see one of the coins is that same silver charm that dropped from the shadows.
Mm-hmm.
You also see a couple envelopes that are open, and one thing that looks to be instructions. But you cannot make out what the instructions are. Like, you can read them, but you have no idea what they really mean.
Okay.
And I take a look at the instructions and
Yeah,
see
give me
if
an
I can
Arcana
figure out.
check.
Arcana check. 21.
You can put together, based off the binding charm that's on there. There's actually 4 binding charms on the altar, and the instructions that are written down, that this is a ritual to create more of the shadow creatures, to like summon and control more of them. The fact that there are instructions would indicate that whoever was performing this ritual for the first time, whoever was performing this ritual was doing so for the first time. Meaning that this priest person that burned and was stabbed to death was not the controller of the ones you fought yesterday. But you guys, but yeah, so they were creating more monsters.
Excellent. And we weren't able to get here in time, so those were there. But we also killed him, so...
Yeah, and Demetrius, you can tell, like, those shadows are now unbound and just gonna be fucking ghosts. Whatever. Irrelevant to the rest of the story.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I feel like we should check on Jax. I mean, I know he was talking to the other guy, but I know well, I guess it doesn't.
Is anybody looking at the envelopes?
Oh, no, yeah, I saw that. How many of them is there?
2.
Do we know? There's 2. All right, well, I guess I'll just see if we can take a look at them. I'm gonna try and not stare at the goblet of blood. I'm gonna open one of the envelopes.
Okay.
Inside.
The envelope that was on top says, sacrifice the rest, burn the village, and then move to Boeotia, which is the region next to Attica, the region you guys are currently in. It says there's a group there. I must meet them. Or you must meet them and take the next village. The second envelope under it details plans of this. You would assume the person you saw riding off. You think both these letters are written in their hand, and says, I must make an appearance in Athens, and then I shall sail across the sea to Sparta.
That whole burn the village doesn't sound like a fun thing.
No, nope. And it means we need to get back and figure out how we're gonna help and protect people. Because I can't believe that's what was happening while we were fighting out here. And I'm just kind of like trailing off and like walking in circles nervously.
Well, somebody needs to snap Jax out of his little emo fit over there.
I mean, this is a very sad situation. people are dead. A child is dead in his arms, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him, but we do need to move on.
Jade, go ahead and roll an insight check. Or history, insight or history.
$13.
You can tell that this was Brigadier General Artisan Misa's wife and kid. There was no other kids among the prisoners. They were taken yesterday. The woman said they were brought here yesterday. And the way Jax is reacting, this is a man who was a good leader and very kind to you throughout your entire time in the war. Returned home. And now he does not have a home left.
Sad situation over there.
Jax picks up both the bodies and just carries them outside. The other soldier that's with him helps carry one of the bodies. And he looks to find like a horse and buggy, like a cart thing. Actually a couple carts. And seems to load the bodies in the back. You guys can kind of figure out that there's really nothing else to this temple.
We should try and get going.
I think I've seen enough blood in here than I have in the whole war.
Can't believe this is just a day. We gotta figure this out and stop these from happening. I can't, and I'm just gonna walk out.
Yeah, we don't need to have any more crucifixial sacrifices.
So Jax loads the dead bodies into one cart, and there's 4 horses for the 2 carts. The rest of the prisoners kind of load into the other cart, and you guys depart this area. You've taken the gold. There's like food, supplies, and other things, water, wine, in the stuff. So you guys are stocked now as a group. But yeah. Does anyone want to do anything, or do you guys just want to ride back to Holly?
Can we? Is it stone, the building?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can't. I mean, we could light the stuff inside on fire, so they can't go back to it and use it again.
Yeah, I mean,
That
there's
sounds
also like
like a
tents
good
and
idea.
stuff outside, too, if you guys just want to burn everything.
Oh, maybe we should look in the fence first to see if we can find anything else, or is that just like included in all of the?
That's included in all the stuff. There's
Okay.
no like, there's no armor or weapons that would be superior to yours, and you can't wear like a plate, a breastplate.
Yeah.
Right. If you want to take like if you want to steal some like cloaks and stuff to maybe use as a disguise later, then you can do that. But nothing is going to be an improvement over like your current items.
We can
Probably be
snag one of those
appropriate to-
robes.
Like, yeah, take the cloaks in case we need disguises at a later date.
Okay, you guys, I'll just say you guys grab 4 cloaks.
Yeah.
And you guys also like wrap up the bodies too and stuff. But yeah,
All right. Well, I
Jax
guess
sets fire
We
to the
have to make
tents.
sure that we leave gold pieces with all the corpses. Well, at least the good ones, at least.
Yeah, you guys don't fucking worry about putting gold pieces in the eyes of the Eclipse Remnant members, but before you wrap up the bodies of the burned people, you do put gold pieces in each of their eyes. Do you guys want to burn them right there? Because like in ancient Greece, you guys should burn the bodies technically, but if you want to wait like until you get back to the village to do that with their...
I would say wait till we get back to the village so that
do you think he's really gonna want to see his wife and daughter like that?
son.
Wife and son?
well, it would be closure.
It would be.
Okay.
Jax just says he deserves to know.
Okay. Well, then let's just make sure they can't ever use this place again.
I mean, Talia, put yourself in their shoes. Wouldn't you want to say goodbye to your loved ones?
I would, but at the same time, it's a very
I mean,
upsetting thing. This is, I mean,
It is
it's
horrific, yes, but it's
Oh.
still closure.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Jax, do what you were gonna do, and let's go.
He sets the tents on fire, piles wood into the center of the building, and just out of his hammer creates a spark that burns everything. You guys leave as the whole encampment goes up in flames. You guys know that the temple probably won't fall, but it's not going to be worth much anymore. And you begin the long, slow ride back to the village of Holly. And that's where we'll end our session.
Right. Oh my god.
Well, thank you everybody for tuning into this harrowing episode of Idiots Rolling Dice. This was the epic episode 2. Yeah, I don't have much to say. The players did great. They tried real hard. Cut that out. Yeah, so this was... I'd mentioned at the start this was going to be a darker campaign. Ew. But I am Mimic the I'm your Dungeon Master. I'm joined by Daisy Cakes, who plays Talia, Jimmy, who plays Jade Dragonborn, Played-a-Fool, who plays Demetrius Longwing, and Vex, who was unable to make it night for personal reasons, plays Jax Karn. We are taking a 2-week break because I'm going to be on vacation and just over the 4th of July week and weekend. So our next campaign stream should be the 17th of July. So sorry to keep you waiting just after we started, but I need a vacation. I do. Update, we have a YouTube channel now. The podcast now comes out in video form at the same time as the podcast comes out audio wise. The YouTube channel is going to be linked in the description of the podcast. If you're watching on the YouTube channel, the podcast is linked in the description. And for those on the YouTube channel, all the episodes of our previous 2 campaigns are available on the podcast feed that is linked in the YouTube channel as well. Most of us stream on Twitch pretty regularly. Those links are in the description, and from there you can find social medias and stuff if you want to watch this game and do other things. Yeah. Good day. Stay safe. We love you, and we'll see you in a couple weeks. Check out the stream live on Saturdays, 6 p.m. Mountain Time. Follow us on Twitter at IrdPod, IRDPOD. Oh, we also have a TikTok at Idiots Rolling Dice and Instagram at Idiots Rolling Dice. Follow us there. We love you. Bye.